In this video, I will show you how to make classic Rice Krispies treats that are so much better than the pre-made ones you find in the store. The recipe has only 3 ingredients. Whether you're a beginner or just want a quick, no-bake dessert, this recipe is fast, fun, and foolproof. Let's get started. Place a large pot on the stove. Don't turn on the burner yet. Get out a baking pan. For thinner squares, use a 9x13 inch pan, but today I'll be using a 9x9 inch pan for thicker squares. You can grease the pan with butter, shortening, or cooking spray so the treats don't stick, but I prefer lining the pan with parchment paper. Use a piece big enough to fill the pan, fold each side down until it forms the pan. It doesn't need to be perfect, the weight of the unformed Rice Krispie treats will hold it in place. Fill a medium-sized bowl with 6 cups of Rice Krispies. Have it nearby and ready to go. The recipe calls for 10 ounces of marshmallow. I would recommend using a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows, but if all you have is the larger ones, I would recommend measuring out 10 ounces and cutting them up to a similar size to the mini ones. This will help them melt quicker and more evenly. You can break them up by hand, but this may take a while. I recommend using a good-sized knife and cutting 2 to 3 marshmallows at a time until they are roughly the size of mini marshmallows. They will be sticky, so take your time and be careful not to cut yourself. Next, measure out 3 tablespoons of butter. I recommend just using a stick of butter that already has the measurements on the outside wrapper, and using a butter knife, cut off 3 tablespoons and place it in the large pot. Turn on the burner and set to a medium-low heat to melt down the butter. Patiently wait until the entire 3 tablespoons of butter is melted down. Occasionally move around the butter to evenly coat the pot. Don't raise the heat to speed it up, as you may burn the butter. This should only take 1 to 2 minutes. Once the butter is melted, add your marshmallows to the pot, and with a large spoon, mix the marshmallows into the melted butter. Do this until all of the marshmallows are evenly coated with the butter. I find a wooden spoon works well for this part, as the marshmallow doesn't really stick to the spoon too much. Just as we waited patiently until the butter was melted, we now have to do the same with the marshmallow. Keep the marshmallow moving to avoid burning it, and push down on the marshmallow to see if it's done. When the marshmallows are no longer firm and they squish easily, they are ready. When they are ready, turn off the stove and move your pot off the burner. Next, add your Rice Krispies to the pot, and with the same spoon, mix the Rice Krispies into the marshmallow until it's all evenly coated. This takes some time and energy as the marshmallow is tough and sticky to stir, but after enough stirs, you'll see all of the Rice Krispies blended with the marshmallow. If the mix gets stuck to the spoon, you can scrape it off with the butter knife. When you're done mixing, pour the contents of the pot into your baking pan. You can use parchment paper to pull off anything that's stuck to the spoon. And with parchment paper, form the Rice Krispies treat mix by pushing down into the pan until it's evenly flat, making sure it all evenly fills the pan. If you want fluffier, softer treats, don't push down too hard. If you want them more dense, push down harder. Let them sit for 30 to 60 minutes before cutting into them. After 30 to 60 minutes, with a butter knife, cut straight lines from one end to the other, spaced apart based on how big you want your squares to be. Then turn the pan and do the same going across the previous cuts. I like to mix up the sizes and have some big, some smaller. Now you can lift up the parchment paper and the Rice Krispies treats will come right up. You can put them in a plate or store them for later. Either way, enjoy your delicious Rice Krispies treats. Thanks for watching.